Top 21 of 2021 in 21 minutes. That is the goal. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Charlene for those of you who are new, and to my loyal subscribers, thank you as always for coming back. Today's video is gonna be a challenge for me because not only will I be covering some of the new releases that I enjoyed in 2021, I'll be talking about perfumes that I carried over to 2021 that I continued to love and enjoy. So if you want to see what my top 21 choices are, it was very difficult, but I think I came up with a very amazing list. Without further ado, grab a drink, let's get started. At number 21, we have The Only One by Dolce & Gabbana. I feel like this fragrance is very well liked. Most people will enjoy this. This is a sweet caramel heavy fragrance. Although the longevity might not be as great as some others that I'm about to talk about, it lasts okay on my skin. I would say that the longevity is moderate. It is very warm, it's comforting, it's cozy, great for this time of year. At number 20, we have Good Girl by Carolina Herrera. It took me a while to get this one added to my collection, but when I did, I fell in love. This one is a white floral fragrance, predominantly jasmine and tuberose, and it also has almond in there. I feel like when I spray this, I get this like almond essence. I have spoken about this before. Most of the fragrances that I'm featuring today, I do have dedicated videos for these fragrances. Carolina Herrera Good Girl, it lasts pretty long on me. This is to me a very sexy fragrance. The category for this one is easily sexy, sultry, seductive. I mean, not only do you get that vibe from the stiletto heels right here, which are quite fabulous in my opinion. So at number 19, we have Marc Jacobs Perfect Intense. This is in fact a 2021 release. So Perfect Intense is an almond heavy fragrance. To me, this is in fact intense compared to the original. The original I find to be more floral, more bright and happy. This one does have a little bit more depth. It has roasted almonds in the top to me, which is very prominent. You do have sandalwood and cashmere in the base, which makes it pretty smooth. I think it's perfect for the cooler weather, especially the fall, going into winter. So this is warm, this is rich to me. So the next one should not be any surprise because I have featured this on my channel multiple times. It was recently added to my fall fragrance rotation. I feel like this one is pretty popular. This one is very well liked. This is Girl of Now by Elisa. This one also has almond. Already I've featured 3 fragrances with almond. Almond seems to be a note that I gravitate towards, which I am okay with. This also has mandarin orange as well as orange blossom. Over time, I feel like the juice has definitely gotten much darker, but it is a beautiful fragrance that I enjoy. It's sweet, very feminine, very well liked. Coming into the fall season, I was definitely reaching for that one a lot more. The next one on my list comes from the house of Givenchy. I'm talking about L'Interdit Eau de Parfum Rouge. This one is a 2021 release that I added to my collection. Not only do I love the packaging, I am obsessed with the color. This one is very unique to me just because it has blood orange mixed with ginger at the top. It gives it a very unique touch. This also has jasmine and tuberose, so I really enjoyed the L'Interdit line, period. I was gifted the original when I purchased this. The original is amazing as well. I just did not include it in my lineup just because I reached for the Rouge more than I did the original. But I really like the original, and I also sniffed the Intense in the black bottle. Obsessed. It's pretty safe to say that the L'Interdit line from Givenchy gets a thumbs up from me, and I've been enjoying L'Interdit Eau de Parfum Rouge. The next one I have is a very popular one. It was talked a lot about in 2020. At number 16, we have Donna Born in Roma. This was released in 2019. This one is a warm, cozy one in my opinion too, but to me it's also very sexy and quite the compliment getter. This one has vanilla bourbon, which makes it very addictive in my opinion because I love vanilla. We have blackcurrant. I believe we also have pink pepper in this one. From the house of Valentino, I would say that Donna Born in Roma is one of my faves. Just very sexy, beautiful, feminine fragrance. So from the house of Valentino, I have a second one, and we have Voce Viva Intensa. Again, I do have a dedicated video on this one. To me, they amplified the notes in the Intensa version. I think the main difference I would say between this one and the original is that the original is much more vibrant, and this one does have more depth. I could not complete a 2021 list without including this fragrance, just because I know towards the end of the year, I usually reach for this one a little bit more. This is Oud Bouquet by Maison from their private line. I would say that this is one of the best sellers from the house. This is your gourmand oud. This is a sweet, warm, edible oud. If you're looking for a delectable, likable entry-level oud that will not offend or that you wouldn't be turned off by, because I feel like oud is an acquired scent. To me, oud takes a little bit of getting used to, and if you just jump right into the very sharp, the very intense oud, you might not like it. I think Oud Bouquet by Maison, you're almost guaranteed to like. This one is smoky. That has always been my first impression. You get the woody notes up top, and then it goes into the vanilla, praline, and just the delectable notes that I love and enjoy. It is a sweet fragrance. It is a warm fragrance. It is a delicious fragrance. I love Oud Bouquet. And I know, like I said, I will be reaching out for this one quite a bit. Even on a regular day when I crave this, I still wear it, but I make sure I go in very lightly because it is very potent. It lasts for an eternity. It is a heavy hitter in my opinion. Beast mode performance in my opinion, and I really love this one. Number 13, we have Jimmy Choo, I Want You. I always joke about this one and say that it looks like an oil vinaigrette type of dispenser, you know. The fragrance bottle is very interesting, a little hard to manage from the top, but it is also very feminine. This is a beautiful, sweet floral fragrance. It is sparkling and bright in the opening. When it dries down, it does have vanilla in the base, so it dries down. There's a nice warmth to it. In the spring and the summer, this is a great option to have in your collection, and I truly like it. At number 12, we have Dior Addict. In a previous video, I talked about Dior Addict. I had a very interesting relationship with this because, in all fairness, I hated. I used to detest the opening of Dior Addict. Now, amazingly, I don't detest it anymore, but the overall fragrance is just amazing. The dry down is so sexy, so addictive. It is amazing on my skin. It lasts. Longevity is really good on this one. It has a very addictive quality to it where you keep sniffing yourself all day. If there's anyone next to you or with you, they will keep sniffing you as well. It is so beautiful. The opening is something I had to get used to, and now that I have, overall, this is a love in my book. I recommend trying Dior Addict, but beware that the opening is an acquired taste, if you will. At number 11, I have a fragrance from my favorite house, Lancôme, which I had to add to this list because, well, not only is it being discontinued, I kind of like overlooked it for a long time. Then earlier this year when I went on vacation during the summer, I rediscovered it. It became a love affair during the summer. I'm talking about La Vie est Belle, L'Éclat by Lancôme. This is from the La Vie est Belle range. I'm pretty sure it was the second one that came out. At the time, I was in such a committed relationship with La Vie est Belle that nothing else had a chance. Nothing else from the range, nothing else from the line had a chance. It had to be part of my top 21 because, like I mentioned, I'm pretty sure that it's been discontinued, and it is such a beautiful, amazing fragrance. The longevity on the La Vie est Belle line, you guys already know, is amazing. The orange blossom in this one is the star of the show. It is bright, it is sweet, it is everything. You guys, if you have not tried this, run and try it. Try to get your hands on it because it will not be around for very much longer. This is a true gem from Lancôme, and I don't understand why they keep discontinuing the amazing stuff. Oh, we are now in the top 10. My gosh. I feel like I've been talking forever, so I hope I can make this 21 minutes thing work. If not, it's all good. At number 10, we have La Belle from Jean Paul Gaultier. La Belle, of course, I mean, look at that bottle, look at the design. She is gorgeous, she's unique. The keynotes in this one is vanilla, vetiver, and pear. This is beautiful, it is sweet, it is very feminine. I enjoyed quite a bit. Always pull this out to use it. It's the fruity opening for me. It's the fruity opening mixed with that vetiver that gives it so much. I want to try the intense version of this. I need to get my hands on it, but this is beautiful, it's sweet. She is truly beautiful. I have another sexy one from Dior. Dior makes some amazing fragrances. I've heard mixed reviews about this fragrance. Some people compare it to Play-Doh. Some people say it's like sexy Play-Doh. I don't really get the Play-Doh. This is Hypnotic Poison by Dior. This is the Eau de Toilette, which I feel like really performs like an eau de parfum. It is so gorgeous. I love the packaging. It's like the forbidden fruit. To me, I definitely agree with the description on the brand's website. This is a sensual fragrance. This is almond, vanilla, and jasmine done right to perfection. This is quite an intriguing blend, and I love it so much. I'm really excited about the next one at number 8 because this one is very new to my collection and I am literally obsessed. This is Jazz Club. Jazz Club is a very intoxicating fragrance. Jazz Club is advertised as a male fragrance. This is like the perfect unisex fragrance in my opinion. It has rum and tobacco, which I feel like they mesh so well. When I featured this, I said that this was like going into a fancy club, like a jazz club literally, with really good music in the background, with people smoking and drinking, and just the atmosphere that it creates is like, I feel like it's like a boundary pushing fragrance, but in a good way. Like, you want to explore the possibilities, you know? The tobacco in this, to me, is not so prominent. It just blends really well with those other notes. The longer I have this and the more I use it, I'm really, truly enjoying it more. So the next one on my list is also a recent addition. I'm talking about Instant Crush. Instant Crush, talk about beast mode performance. This is, to me, very sexy. I still stick to that opinion that it does lean a little more feminine, just a little bit. The first time I sprayed this on, I wore it the night. The next morning, this was still very present on my skin. That just gives you an idea of what longevity is like. It is intense, it is bright, it is sexy, it is all the things. There are a ton of notes in this fragrance, which is probably what makes it so very unique. Although when you smell a Mancera fragrance, you do get that expected Mancera DNA, but I love Instant Crush. I'd be crushing on myself. This one is great performance-wise, amazing longevity on this, sillage, compliment getter. I truly like this. Packaging is on point. It gets a 10 all around. Love this. At number 6, I'm bringing you the ultra feminine fragrance. Super sophisticated, very much a lady. I'm talking about Mon Guerlain by Guerlain. This is lavender. This is vanilla. It dances on my skin in the most beautiful, sophisticated way. If you enjoy lavender, you enjoy those type of notes, you will enjoy this fragrance. You also have vanilla in the base, which makes the lavender not just like your average lavender fragrance. It is, to me, a crowd pleaser. You cannot go wrong with this fragrance. I would say that this fragrance is blind buy safe, just because the notes are pretty straightforward for the most part, and it is so beautiful. I don't see many people disliking this. If I were to ever recommend a fragrance that's a blind buy, which I don't typically do, I would say that Mon Guerlain by Guerlain, it's an absolute blind buy safe fragrance in my book. I feel like this could be worn year round. If you are attending an event and you're not sure what to wear, I feel like if you grab this, you will definitely be fine. It is just so beautiful. At number 5, we have My Way Intense. So this was launched in 2021. I received this free from Influenster in exchange for my honest review. I had smelled the My Way original, which I always thought was very beautiful. I did not purchase it because To me, it was just a beautiful fragrance. It wasn't something I felt like I needed in my collection till I got My Way Intense. Now, when I got this, I was skeptical about it because it's a floral fragrance. I mean, like, how complex can it be, right? But I was so wrong. This was so unexpected because the notes in this are so amplified. Like, it is long lasting. It smells amazing. It smells so good. I was very much shocked by this fragrance. It was very surprising how much A, I liked it, and how B, it was just so long lasting. Like, it's a floral fragrance. I really did not expect that type of performance from this one. The packaging on this one is absolutely stunning. I mean, she is gorgeous. If you like tuberose and white florals, I think you will enjoy this a lot. This one is heavy on it, but in the best way. I would say that my perfume selection is very diverse because I enjoy a range of fragrances. The next one I've had in my collection for a while. This one is I Don't Need a Prince by My Side to Be a Princess, and this is by Kilian, coming in at number 4. This one has ginger and it has marshmallow. Yummy. This one is from the My Love collection, and there are like a range of them. I have 3 from the collection. I have After Sunset, Kissing, and Princess. I like all 3 for different reasons, but this one is still my favorite. So Kilian describes these as little bombs of happiness. They do make me happy. Yes, the packaging is odd, like still unique, because how many fragrances do you come across that look like this? You simply pull it up and this is your fragrance right here. Pretty simple. This is always out of stock, so if you can get your hands on it, when you can get your hands on it, grab it if you can. There has been talk of it being discontinued, but sometimes Sephora brings it back, so I don't know what the story is on that one. If you like a bright opening with a warm ending, then you will like this. You will like this a lot. Princess is addictive to me. It is sexy, sexier to me than the 2 others that I have in my collection. The only downside is that I cannot see the juice in the bottle, so I don't know like how much I've used. At number 3, I have a fragrance that I feel like no matter what, it will always be part of my collection. It is classy, it is classic, it is feminine, it is sophisticated. It gives you a very rich chick vibe. She's just in a league of her own. This is Coco Mademoiselle by Chanel. The one, the only. This is patchouli heavy. This is sharp, it is bold, it is vibrant, it is all the things, but most of all, this is one of the longest lasting fragrance I feel like in my collection. I get so many compliments on this. When I first got this, I will admit that it wasn't like my top favorite. I recall the day clearly when I fell in love with this. I had worn it all day. I went to the store to pick up some things, and I walked by and somebody was like, "You smell amazing." It had been a full work day and it was Coco Mademoiselle, and from that day onwards I was like thoroughly obsessed. But you do not need a lot of this because it is so potent. Definitely in my top 10 for life. My top 5, that's why it's at number 3, because I love it so much. This is to me one of the most amazing fragrances from the House of Chanel, from the regular line. From the exclusive line, I only have beige, so I cannot speak on that too much. I've heard so many amazing things, but Chanel makes amazing fragrances, and to me, this is one of the top. You guys might be very surprised by the next fragrance. Besides patchouli, tuberose, besides jasmine, and apparently almond, I am a rose lover. And so the next fragrance is, to me, one of the most beautiful rose fragrances. This is Intensa Cafe. Now, this is supposed to have coffee in it, but to me, the note that really thrives and is in the forefront is the rose. The rose, along with the other notes, just make this really unique and different. This was one of my first ever rose fragrances and the only one I have from the House of Montal. At number 2, I chose Intensa Cafe because it is one of the most beautiful rose fragrances in my book, and I love it so much. Mixed with the coffee gives it a vibe, but I don't really detect cafecito. My final fragrance from my very long list of my top 21 for 2021 is La Nuit Trésor by Lancôme. To me, it should come as no surprise that my top fragrance from 2021 is a fragrance from Lancôme. You guys know I am Lancôme certified. And I think I have a very good handle on most of the fragrances from Lancome. To make a very long story short, I had this in my collection, exchanged it, got rid of it, and then got A La Folie, which I was obsessed with for a very long time. And then I got this back, still preferred A La Folie for a while, and then I kind of grew out of it. For some reason, this has taken the crown of my fragrance collection, or at least my Lancome fragrance collection. I love La Nuit Trésor for so many reasons. So right along with A La Folie, this is very sweet. It shares a lot of the similar notes with A La Folie, which I think is amazing and gorgeous as well. But this one has a little bit of je ne sais quoi, you know? So according to Lancome, the top notes in this is lychee and raspberry. You have rose, patchouli. You also have incense, which is what I think gives it that sharpness. Some people think it's smoky. I don't find it to be smoky. The sweet notes come out in it, but the incense does give it a little bit, and it makes it super sexy, super inviting and intoxicating. It would be perfect for date night. If you're going on a first date, it might be a little bit much, just because like it does bring out that sexy factor. So if that's not the vibe you're trying to give, go for something else, a little lighter maybe. The truth is, I wear this whenever I want to. This is my black diamond from Lancome. This is beautiful. It's gorgeous. It is my #1 pick because I have fallen so much in love with it, like way more than I could have ever imagined, and I just love it so much. So we've made it to the end of my video. I survived. That was a lot. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Share your thoughts below. Let me know which ones were your favorite from my list. Did you enjoy this video? Did you like the list? Were you expecting something else maybe from me? Join the conversation and let a girl know what's up. I'm so excited to be finishing off the year strong with you guys. I'm grateful for everyone that has joined the Savvy family. I am super excited that I'm pretty close to 2,000 subscribers, which is mind-blowing to me, which is a big deal to me. I'm very appreciative of every one of you guys. So thank you so much. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.